I mean, it's amazing. You know, it's been an amazing journey already with Atonement. It was an idyllic shoot, and with a group of people that really got on with each other. You know, it was creatively totally incredible. And now it's come out. It's come out in Britain. You know, it opened Venice. The response has just been wonderful, and you really can't ask for much more than that. You know, I think it's always nice when people even mention the film in the same breath as Oscars. It means that something's gone right. But, you know, I think that I'm incredibly proud of this film. If it gets a nomination or it gets any awards, then that's great and how wonderful. If not, I don't think that devalues the piece. But fingers crossed.
Well, Hollywood Reporter has called it an instant classic.
Wow.
How do you feel about that?
An instant classic. That's quite lucky. I mean, that's lovely. It is. I think it's a film that has incredible emotional scope. You know, I think it just shows what a wonderful director Joe Wright is. I think he's a really exciting talent. I love working with him. He's absolutely obsessed by what he does, by every aspect of filmmaking. He will be in every costume fitting. He will be at your hair and makeup fittings. He will, you know, there's not a part of this film that he wasn't obsessed by, and that's catching. So I think for everybody working on it, it was so exciting. And it's very rare that you get filmmakers that are that passionate. I can't remember what the question was. Am I answering it?
Yeah.
Oh, good. The instant classic comment, right. No, but I mean, you know, and again, it's like I said, you put you work as hard as you possibly can. Everybody's incredibly passionate about what they're doing, but you never know whether it's going to work or not. You can have the best script, the best director, and the best actors, and just for some reason it doesn't gel. So it's wonderful when people say things like instant classic, or just the fact that people are enjoying it. The fact that when you come out of all of the premieres that I've been to for it, there have been people with just tears running down their faces. You know, and to be part of something that is really managing to emotionally really move people is wonderful. I don't know what makes him such a great actor, but he is a great actor. I mean, I think I was there for James's screen test. I was sort of on board before they'd found their Robbie Turner, and you know, they brought some really wonderful actors in to test for Robbie, and then James came in, and he was so extraordinary. Literally, all of us were completely silent for about 10 minutes after he'd left the room. I mean, it was just, he has the ability to completely morph into the characters that he plays. You know, I think Joe, I remember talking to Joe about Robbie Turner before he'd found anyone, and physically he had quite a definite image in his head of exactly what Robbie should look like, and it wasn't necessarily James, but James just came into the room and became the character, and he's a lovely man, which is always nice. The love scene, I think quite a lot of the time in films, sex scenes are sort of gratuitous and a little bit unnecessary and very far from being sexy. With this one, it was incredibly important that it was erotic and incredibly passionate. I think, you know, it's very much the climax of the 1936 period of the film, the first third of the film. It's all leading up to that moment. It's also the moment you have to believe that it's been so passionate that these two people wait for each other for 5 years just because of that one scene. So, you know, it was difficult, and we talked about it a lot, about exactly how we were going to do it. And Joe was completely sensational because he storyboarded the whole thing. He was really precise about exactly what he wanted. And I think partly it's sexy because you don't see anything. It's all left up to the imagination. And that's always better, I think, because, you know, you really play with the senses. The whole bit where I bite my lip, my foot comes out of the shoe, that was all Joe. I mean, those scenes are always awkward to film. They're always strange, and I think what's really awful is when directors kind of go, oh well, you know what to do, just get on with it, and you think, oh no, this is horrific. Whereas Joe he knew exactly what he wanted, and so that was very helpful, and we turned it into a joke, so it was fine.